commented a fucking rant about it. I'm like, you're a fucking idiot.
If you want to ban things because they don't solve a problem, you're going to be banning a lot of shit.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Start with government.
Oh, you know what? It's just on her page. It's not even in the group page. That's funny.
Oh, is that what it is?
It's a prayer for lost souls. And it says, even big fat idiots deserve salvation.
That's kind of awesome.
That's, she's something.
So here's my response to that bitch, by the way. I said, this lady is a moron. She wants to abolish abortion, but won't even discuss the reasons why women have them. She doesn't care about the life of the child once it's born. She's selfish, arrogant, and has no right to judge and force others or force her beliefs on anyone if she isn't going to address the issue.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
There'll be a new blog post in the next day or two where you guys can catch up on how I feel about all this stuff. There's actually going to be a couple. I've been stockpiling them. Anything else will be announced in the first official edition of the View from the Top Champion Tree newsletter. Big things could be happening actually this year for really real this time. Looking at office spaces again with someone who could actually rent them. So very cool, very credible. My tattoo artist actually is looking for a place, but they won't rent to a tattoo artist.
Really? Because he's running a business out of it?
Well, because I don't know. It's just like they don't like that, I guess, kind of business or whatever. But if they had an A&R company who just happened to have a guy who does tattoos, that's not so bad.
Speaking of tattoos, by the way, Eric.
Yes, sir.
Did that one ever get done?
No, it's getting started tonight, as a matter of fact.
Is it?
I don't know if you heard me talking to someone just before we went on the air. That's him. That's him just telling me he's ready for me when I'm off the air.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
So I'll be heading to his house. No, he had. I forget what happened, why it got postponed, but it got postponed. So I'm booked for tonight and tomorrow night. It should be about 6 hours to get it done.
Oh man, I can't fucking wait to see this thing.
It's going to be epic. It's pretty much a full sleeve.
Fuck, is it? It's that big of a piece?
Oh yeah. It's
no, it doesn't.
And I know we only have 12 days, I guess. But I did spread the word about my plan for the $1,500 tattoo, and I'd go topless till Labor Day.
Yeah.
And I've had some people who are spreading it around the city for me, and
really
may possibly be interested. There's a few tattoo artists who might be interested in advertising their company on me. So I said if it was for one of them, I'd drop the price to like whatever the cost of the tattoo. They could subtract that from what they give me because I don't need my original price anymore. I just need the tickets and the plane.
That would
So
shit.
We got 12 days, and listeners who are close by, or you don't have to be close by, you just have to be able to pony up the cash for between $1,000 and $1,500, ultimately $1,500, but I can go as low as $1,000. You can tattoo anything you want on my chest. I will have it professionally tattooed on my torso, and I will go topless until Labor Day. Wherever I can. I mean, I have a court appearance this summer, hopefully, in family court. I probably can't go topless in there, but
I would not recommend that.
Anytime when the opportunity presents itself to be topless, I will be topless until Labor Day with your advertisement on my chest. The only stipulation is that advertisement cannot be derogatory in any way to some group of people. So it can't be racist, it can't be homophobic, anything like that. But anything else is sky's the limit. I had girls on the street running up to me today saying, "What if it's a really ugly girl?" Perfect, even better. I had one guy asked, "What if it's a giant penis?" And I said, "No, even funnier. That's great. Do it up for $1,000. Done." And that's a permanent lifetime tattoo, and you also get a lifetime of advertisements for whatever you want on the Eric and Gord What If We're Right program. And that tattoo I won't get rid of. I'll put a shirt on when it gets cold in September, but that tattoo is there forever. So you could have your legacy on my body for the rest of my natural life. and make my one and only dream in life come true, all in one fell swoop. So if you have $1,000 and you want a good laugh this summer, get in touch at ericandgord.com. And I'm serious as a heart attack about this. There's nothing I won't do for that money, provided it is legal and won't hurt someone else. So if you've got an idea that's cooler than the tattoo and it can be done in the next 12 days now, pass it along, Eric at ericandgord.com, Gord at ericandgord.com, and we will make that happen. And we're all going to have a really great summer because of it. So we'll see if someone jumps on this. It'll be hilarious if they do.
Oh, man, I'm going to die fucking laughing.
One tattoo artist that I talked to today suggested, what if it was like Joey Jeremiah sucking a big dick? And I thought that would be wholly inappropriate as I go to meet him, but it doesn't break the rules of the competition, so I would have to accept.
Oh, man. Providing that Joey looks like fucking Joey. It's not some scratching fucking version of him.
Oh, yeah, no, I've got the same artist who's doing my sleeve today will do that.
Yeah, but is this guy good? Like, can I check his workout on anything?
I'm not sure if he has a portfolio online. I'll ask him tonight.
If he doesn't have a portfolio online, then I highly doubt he's that good.
I'll ask him tonight and forward it to you if he does. But that'll be really cool. Either way, it'll be fun if it happens. Because my Facebook campaign expired yesterday, and I raised a big fat zero.
Yeah, this raising money thing I thought would have been a little bit easier.
I thought so too, but now I've been since informed that you can't do it for yourself. No one donates if you do it for yourself. You have to be doing it on behalf of somebody, and then it looks better or whatever.
Well, that's what mine was, but still didn't fucking get any money. Lesson
learned. And if anyone was on Facebook yesterday, this is not the show. We'll get to the show in a minute. I swear to God, everybody. I may be asking for a serious GoFundMe campaign this summer, one that means a tremendous amount more to me than anything else. So maybe it's best that this one was a donut, because I might actually need money for something serious, and I certainly can't do it on my own. Anyway, on with the show. Measles is in Ottawa, but on the bright side, so are tornadoes. So hopefully that'll wipe out some anti-vaxxers.
Anti-vaxxers, by the way, the true way to worry about getting vaccinated, stand in the path of a tornado.
Yes.
That will solve all of your fucking problems and a lot of mine.
That will either prove the fortitude of your immune system or blow you right the fuck out of here. That's just as good, too. 2 tornadoes, I guess, were reported. I don't know if there's been more since my report, but Ottawa's getting scary for you. Well, that's not you guys, but
no, it's not really all that close to me at all.
Getting scary in that direction. I remember there was one in Manitoba when I was a kid.
Milton had one.
Oh, of course it did.
Only one, and I drove through it, for the record.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, I was at home. It was windy. And I was just at home, and I got a call from my old man, and he's like, hey, he says, our fucking TV's not working. Can you come over and take a look? I'm like, yeah, all right, because I literally just lived around the corner. So I'm like, yeah, all right. So I hopped in the car. As soon as I stepped out my door, I'm thinking, wow, this is a really odd-colored sky. I'd seen it before when I was a kid. When Barrie had a tornado, and I experienced my first fucking 3 tornadoes in Barrie that weekend. So I remembered it. I think, wow, that's like fucking tornado. And this little mini one, and I mean literally just like a small one, sort of like swirled around in front of me, like almost like a very ominous thing. Sure. And then, so I hopped in my car, and as soon as I got out of my little parkade area and I got out to the road, the fucking thing went right across the hood of my fucking car. It was just dissipating as it went across the hood of my car. I'm like, holy fuck, it's a tornado. And it ripped like the roof off of fucking businesses and houses and knocked some trees down and fucking knocked a giant oak tree on some dude's boat. That wasn't even his boat. It was his buddy's boat who just bought it the day before and was storing it that night, picking it up the next day. Didn't even have insurance on it yet.
That's actually really insane.
I felt really bad for that dude. That was terribly fucking terribly funny, but terrible.
I am
But
happy.
yeah, so I've actually been. I drove the big tornado that hit Barrie many years ago. That fucked up the horse race track. We actually drove underneath a tornado because as it fucked up the racetrack and when it jumped the highway has this huge, like 15+ foot fucking like retaining sort of wall that goes from flat ground up to the highway. And when the tornado hit it, it basically cut off the base of the tornado, skipped over the highway, then reconnected on the other side.
Jesus.
So we literally drove underneath it, which is pretty fucking intense and pretty cool.
That's crazy. Yeah, the one in Brandon, it never really passed through town. We didn't see it. We were all freaked out, and we were all like waiting on our balconies for it to happen, and it never did. It was way outside of town or whatever. It's really boring. I'd like to see one. I honestly would. I'd like to be in one. I don't think I'd enjoy an earthquake, but I think a tornado would be fun.
I'm still pissed that the whole fucking time I was out in BC, I never felt one earthquake.
We had one.
I know we had a few. I never felt a single one.
I slept right through it, and the girl sleeping next to me felt it like crazy, apparently.
Yeah, nope. I felt nothing. Didn't know anything about it. One happened while I was awake. Didn't even know it. Had no idea.
Funny.
Yeah.
No, I've never felt one here in all the time I've been here. But we're gonna feel that one when it comes, apparently.
Yeah, when the big one hits.
It's supposed to hit any day now.
No, they've been saying that for a while.
Well, the thing is they can only, I guess, predict it like within 200 years. So it could be tomorrow. It's going to be sometime in the next 200 years. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe a month from now. They don't know.
Well, isn't it like over? It's like it's overdue, is it not?
Yeah, it is.
Like I thought that was one of the. That's why they're saying it could be any day because it is actually overdue. Like it was supposed to have happened like within the last like 20 years, and it still hasn't happened yet.
That's why when Mount St. Helens burped recently, people lost their shit thinking this was it.
Yeah.
But no, it was just some indigestion, and she went right back to sleep.
Just like me.
But we'll see. It could be. I'm excited for it. It's going to be great for the economy. Not if you live in Richmond. That's going to suck.
I was going to say, yeah, it's going to suck for some people.
And Abbotsford's International Airport better really tighten their bootstraps because they're going to be real busy from now on.
Yeah. Look, will they ever? Oh, my God.
They'll have to take over all of YVR's business.
Yep.
Because that's going to sink. Oh, that whole Richmond's going to sink right up to, basically Southwest Marine Drive will be the waterfront.
Do you know what would be safe, though? North Vancouver.
Oh, yeah, North Vancouver's fine. 100%. Everyone's going to be clamoring to get that. The bridges will collapse. Second Narrows will fall for sure. It's a piece of crap. Lionsgate, it'll probably maintain, but I wouldn't want to drive on it after that.
No.
But everyone who's already on the North Shore, see, they're nervous because that's their only way out. Those two bridges go, you're stuck. Like
if you're in Vancouver.
If you're in North Vancouver, there's no way.
If you're in North Vancouver, you can go all the way across Canada.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Could you not?
North Vancouver is where you lived.
Yeah, the fucking highway is right there.
Yeah, but it ends. You have to cross the bridge to get to the rest of Canada. You still have to cross the Second Narrows Bridge. That's where the highway goes to.
Can't you just go down the other way? Just go down through the States?
And it doesn't connect to North Van in any way.
Oh.
You have to go through the city of Vancouver to get to the States. You got to take Oak Street.
Oh.
There's your little geography lesson for anyone who's never been here. Yeah.
Funny.
North Van's got those two bridges.
Well, you can walk.
Well,
you can hike it.
You can swim. It's not that far.
Yeah.
But no, there's no walk. There's no land. There is an old logging road that'll get you to from Squamish to the Sunshine Coast. But I don't know how that works, and I wouldn't try it. Anyone who knows, let me know. Eric at ericnord.com. How do you get out of North Van if the bridges are dead? It's a good question. Because everyone's going to want to know once this earthquake hits.
Yep.
I'm going right back into landscaping. I'll be able to bill myself out at like $200 an hour repairing.
Oh yeah, easily.
Repairing retaining walls and stuff. Oh, it's
Yeah.
gonna be brilliant.